to get this opportunity to address you all on this importance of self-learning event on the behalf of CSE department. We all understand the importance of science, technology, and innovation in our day-to-day lives and the way in which they are transforming the world. Even though we are living along the science and technology, the ability to identify problems and quickly look for effective solutions on our own is very important. To mold us in this self-learning topic, we have our chief guest here. I believe that by participating in this event, we are in the right place and the right time. We are honored to have Dr.K.Geetha, Principal, Faculty of Education as a chief guest, and we are extremely happy to welcome you, ma'am. I also welcome our Department of Computer Science and Engineering HOD, Dr. S. Geetha, faculty members, and all the participants to a very special day where you will witness many brilliant performances. We are glad about your presence. Now, I request our Department of Computer Science and Engineering HOD, Dr. S. Geetha, to address the gathering.
Sorry, Ma. HOD is in a meeting. She will join soon. You continue, Ma. Hemalatha. Okay. So we'll join June. She will join soon, Ma.
Okay, ma'am. Now, I request. Sorry. I also welcome our department. Sorry. Now, I request Ms. Hemalatha from CSE A section to introduce the chief guest.
Good afternoon to everyone. This is Hemalatha. It is my honor and I'm profoundly delighted to make an opportunity to introduce the chief guest for this event, that is Dr. K.Geetha ma'am. She is a woman of virtue and simplicity. She is currently working as Principal and Faculty of Education in Dr. M.G.R. Education and Research Institute. Her qualifications are MA Economics, PG Diploma in Geography, MA English, and she completed her PhD in Western College of Education and MAD MPhil Economics, and she also completed Office Automation and preliminary computer skills, developing soft skills and personality, and HDC in CSE technically. Her profession as a teacher and professor was about 37 years from 1985 to till now. She worked as postgraduate teacher, assistant headmistress, principal in higher secondary school, principal in charge in Rangaswamy College. She handled many subjects: geography, economics, English, marketing, soft skills from higher secondary to now BEd and BTech. Her remarkable projects are many: done evaluation for state board, conducted state board examination as chief superintendent, conducted 60 state level and national level seminars in FDPs in Dr. M.G.R. Education institutions, and 5 national level and 1 international conference on value-oriented languages and teaching into Access Global Era in Dr. M.G.R. College. Organized 2 national level inter-college symposium, represented as coordinator to NAC team committee, 40 papers present to the colleges. Her chapter publications are gamification and digital short stories and virtual class, empowered by AI and blockchain technology. Her awards are Kalvi Money Award, and her awards were Nala Siri Viruthu by Manvar Ullam in 2019, and Edward Trodke Award for Educational Psychology by Respondent Education and Psychological Research Center. Thank you for giving this opportunity and welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Hema. Now, I humbly request our chief guest, Dr. K.Geetha, to share her knowledge with us. Mic is yours, ma'am.
I'm audible for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll start. Good afternoon to one and all connected with us today in this knowledge sharing forum. My gratitude and thanks to our Honorable Founder Chancellor A.C. Shanmugam and our President Er.A.C.S.Arun Kumar for their encouragement as well as permitting us to conduct this type of knowledge sharing forum to the students community. My thanks to our Vice Chancellor, Madam, Registrar Sir, and all the executives of our university for supporting us and encouraging us to conduct the program like this. My sincere thanks to Dr. S. Geetha, HOD of Computer Science and Engineering, a department of Dr. M.G.R. Educational Research Institute, to choosing me as a speaker for this wonderful topic, importance of self-learning. My thanks to all the students and coordinators and faculty members. It's a wonderful teamwork and the wonderful opportunity given to me to speak with you. Thanks to all of you. With that, I will go for the topic. My topic is importance of self-learning. I'll start this topic by saying a quote, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you fortune. It was from Jim Rohn. Formal education and informal education, you all know. Pursuit of a lifestyle of a specific type of style. Every individual have their own learning style, and every individual will have their own way of speaking, and you have your own way of interest. So one's existence qualities benefit the country. This formal learning is only limited one within the curriculum what you are learning. And when you come to this other part, self-education will make you fortune. That is, it is about informal learning. Informal education is not limited to the regular one. It takes place on unintentional and unplanned bias. That is, everyday, day-to-day life, how we are facing and what we are learning by practice, by observing from others, we'll learn some discipline and we'll change some of our attitudes, and we'll be attracted towards somebody's speech. So like that, it will go on. You can acquire great knowledge by your own effort with high standard of learning when you give importance for this self-learning. So with this, today's takeaways to your message from this session. First, we'll have introduction, importance of self-learning, process of self-learning, way to improve self-learning, benefits of self-learning. Self-learning meaning, it is the responsibility of the learner to learn and hold on to the knowledge without the help of other human resources. It is the modern way of learning that helps a person to teach the skills and will open the doors of knowledge for everyone who is interested in acquiring it. That is, we all know that self-learning without the help of others, with our own interest. Every individual should have your own interest. With that, you are developing your skill by referring books or by listening to the speech of others and reading our daily newspapers and so on. So this is the meaning of this one. And next definition. We'll go for this definition. Be a lifelong student. The more you learn, the more you earn, and the more self-confidence you will have. This is by Brian Tracy. It's what he would like to say, lifelong learning, no end for learning. Always we'll update and we'll update our skill and we'll update our technology, and we'll have subject knowledge. So it is no ending process, no age limit for this. And if you have confidence and you have interest on that, you can go on update your knowledge. And next person, Paul Gosti Jung, knowledge rests not upon the truth alone, but upon the errors also. Even if we come across any mistakes or any error, and we'll be correcting that. For that also, we should have some skill. We should learn out of the error, whatever it's coming across. When we have to correct ourselves, we have to discuss with some people and experts, and you have to try to correct that. And the next one is, unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. It was by Ronald E. Osborne. He is, according to him, beyond our learning, we have to show interest. Then only we can grow. And you can update your knowledge, and you can, your learning style will be improved, and you can share knowledge with others also. And your skill and ability to share with others and earning capacity, everything will be more when you are master your knowledge. Then when you come across here, how self-learning helps to learn, to understand the basic concept of learning, that everyone has to learn himself. Here we can say this learning style, how any concept, any subject matter, if you are coming across, you have to first understand. You are hearing a lecture, or if you are listening to the speaker, or in your classroom, or you are reading some thing, you should first understand the concept and actively pursue your objective. We have to go with our objective. What is our main objective of the subject chosen, or what you are going to learn? It gives the necessary confidence. It will give you confidence and to deal with the eventualities of life by any means. The next thing is, you have to learn to the future. And the present condition scenario is also more important, and where you have to work alone to reach your goal. It's our main aim or the target or the task, what you're going to win is. You have to do by practice, and you should have some aim or some task to achieve out of that. To enhance the learning experience, you by experience we can learn so many things. Sometimes we come across some obstacles, and sometimes we'll find some difficulties in doing things when you want to do some achievements, or by seeing. For example, I can say, if you observe anyone cooking on the media, or you are reading through the book, it will not come properly how they are doing exactly. Perfectly, it will not come. Once or twice you have to try out. That is more important. To further explore the topic of interest or study further for a course, you should have an interest on the topic. You should inculcate your interest on that, and the course or the subject, whatever you're learning for your career. That can be done by reading a lot of books and newspapers. Learning practice will develop a strong study habit. By learning, by reading books and referring, and by so many websites are there for you, so many apps are there. You all computer science students, you all know more than me. So by that, if you are having a strong reading habit, you can update. Especially, I wanted you to the general knowledge. If you would like to update to face your competitive exam, have the habit of learning newspaper. You may say, Madam, we didn't find time. No, at least Saturday, Sunday, you spend some time and see. And some students will be having a pronunciation problem. For that, you just hear the lecture of so many. Now, this pandemic has given place for us to listen to so many webinars. To just listen to the what is that news? Hear the news, English news, and you can able to practice your pronunciation properly. And the steps in self-learning. What are the steps? Access the readiness to learn, set learning goals, and engage in the learning process and evaluate the lecture. That is, the self-learning is an approach to every individual. That is an approach. It makes an effort to identify their own learning needs. You have your own learning needs. Everything we cannot learn. Every subject we cannot be expert, and you cannot be a master. So set learning goals and which is needed for you, which area you're interested, and how you're going to fix your career in future. According to that, you find the necessary resources and evaluate by yourself and your own knowledge. That is how, evaluation. Why I am meaning here means you know which is correct and which is wrong. And sometimes, when we come across, we'll not be interested on that area. So we'll be jump on to the other one. So it is practically to solve our problems as well as to perform your task to achieve the task excellently. So worldwide, you all know this institution closes everywhere worldwide. It was caused by COVID-19 pandemic. So this has given opportunity for all of us to the self-learning has now become a practice for all the students as should become a master, and it has no age limit. Digital learning and transaction, and then we are buying and selling everything. This pandemic has learned for you. So as computer science students, we all learn from all technologically skilled persons. Previously, we don't know. Before pandemic, I frankly tell you, only some basic things we know. Even I have studied 1 year computer course. This updated knowledge information we have learned only this during lockdown. So this is a steps of to update our knowledge. And process of self-learning. It is important for the self-learner to be clear in mind about the age. What is your aim? This is more important for everyone. You should be clear about the area where you're which topic you are going to learn, and how you are going to use that particular resources. To study and learn independently through intentional learning, and the needs to be clear and this perception from the beginning. So that is aware of anything through your sense. For example, I can say you can have interest regarding that, interpret the intuitive understanding and insight for the intentional learning, which is needed for you, and you have to choose according to that. And start the process of self-learning by setting up of result-oriented, smartly formulated objectives. When you are learning your curriculum, you have to plan according to that, how you can score good marks. So like that, you have to prepare yourself. You can score good marks and practical full mark you can earn. And when you have some internal marks, how you can score, and other theory part. So like that, result oriented to achieve good marks, you have to formulate your objective. Topics to be covered on time and relevant information. That is, you have to cover your topic on time without wasting your time, and no use of having arrears and lots and lots of your syllabus and papers you have areas and your bulk you are writing at last, you will never gain any knowledge. No use of that. So don't do like that. And relevant information which is connected to your curriculum and your course. And that is, especially I can tell you this based on your syllabus, you can go on that. This it will observe, you can observe learning from others, and somebody will be a role model for you. You can learn out of that. Even at home, you just see that your parents used to tell that don't do like that, you have to do this. And some children, they need not command anything. Parents will be proud of that. I need not tell anything. She is learning by herself. She herself will do everything. So our children will do by themselves. So I don't have problem. So all this will come from our insight. You have to do on your own. You should not ask others to comment on this. And find a reliable source. Already I told you, you are all computer science students. Only from your faculty members will get some guidance. Here you see, with the advent of internet, you will find thousands of materials on the topic which you want to pursue. Make sure out of that which reach the reliable predictability for you, for the information which can be verified and which is correct, where you are going, whether you are going on a correct track. Because a lot of sources are there, but you have to get guidance from your faculty members, which is reliable, and where you can able to face the challenges to come across the obstacles with the area of interest. And the source material website, whatever is there, it will be more useful. We are getting all updated information. When you go to the website and whatever information, any subject, anything we are getting, but it should be reliable, and you have to take the, when you are browsing with, chatting with the social media, the good ones you have to take, unwanted things you have to ignore. That is more important. And motivate yourself. Are you going through the process of learning only become to have, or seriously interested in that subject? You yourself raise a question whether it is applicable for you. You have the ability to learn. You are good in maths, you are going to choose maths, or you are not good in maths, you want to go for commerce. So your area of interest and where your ability, your skill, your basic knowledge will suit for your career. And remember, this interest will not take you further, and hence motivate yourself yearly on if you want to attain your goal. For example, if you are taking any subject in +2 or in your UG, because my friend is taking, or my uncle has told, or my parents forced, this disinterest will not push you faster and will not create much interest on that. So you can learn only what you want to learn, hence make you have a viable reason to study. That is, capable of living and working successfully is more important, especially under a particular environmental condition. Okay, I have taken this, I am reading this, and there are people, they will not have ambition to grow more or to jump on with others. And some people will not have the capacity to do simultaneously or parallelly to work or to concentrate on two different subjects. So you're as a student, you are supposed to have a clear mind out of your goal, which is essential to stay motivated and on a rough right track. You have to go with the right track and action plan to be implemented. No use of speaking. So some people will have a lot of dreams, and by mouth they will say so many things, but they will not achieve anything. They will not go in action plan. So action plan, focus on the action plan with the realistic and which is attainable, which you can able to do, and which is measurable. According to that, you have to choose. For example, I can say that is uh, uh, when uh, uh, when you want to learn a different language, for example, foreign language, anything if you are choosing, or any new language, you are focusing on that. How you can apply, and what you are going to learn, how you are going to write on that. Recently, I can give from our university itself one example. Whenever a management chairman or a president or any birthday it comes now, anything, something innovatively, some department will come forward. And last time, no, they all, so many faculty members wished our president with a different language. I was wondering how these people know all these languages from German, French, so many were wishing so nicely. And then I asked one of our faculty member, how you people have learned? Because the circular was there, English, Tamil, apart from that, any language. We all mainly know only English and Tamil. Then they all told, Madam, separate app is there. And we have learned out of our pronunciation. We have matched, we have written something, and we have matched with the pronunciation as well as the meaning we understood. And after that, we have learned how excellent it is. So like that, they were motivated. It has created some creative interest on even our students. We have told them, you can go forward to do something like that in any other program. So this creativity will motivate everybody. Like that, every individual have their own passion and your own style and your own interest. That talent you have to bring it out with the own way of learning. And next one is allow your self to be curious. That is, if you are curious, then you will have to dig deep, and this will uncover the facts that will help you in your self-learning process. As per several medical journals, curiosity is the thread that makes the life existing and ultimately more protected. It makes more protected. That is how you are eager to know and learn something innovative and erratic. That is more important. So here we mean here your interest toward innovative method of learning through your creativity. You observe somebody and your own way you can change. Like that, it will allow every person to make exciting and more protective out of your self-learning. Next, ways to improve self-learning. How you can improve your self-learning? By self-study, by reading books. That's what I have given this picture. Read more books, go to the library, refer, and go different website and refer it. Allow yourself to be curious and set your goals to create new opportunity. Don't miss any opportunity. Whatever opportunity you are getting, don't miss it. Don't hesitate to go. I can do well or not, whether I have knowledge. Every person, one who is stepping to the beginning, we are all beginners. The startup will be sometime, it will not be perfect. Don't discourage yourself. I did very well like that. You yourself encourage your self motivation and then go on with that. Access the resources that support your learning and create something out of what you have learned. Build a network of learning collaborators around you. And always we should have collaboration with the person who are very informative experts, you can get some ideas and reference how they develop their self-study and what type of technology or website they are following, how you can develop. So like that, you can also get guidance by that, and you can share it to other person also. So next, you can check yourself. For example, in the last step I have given, I will not come. Even as a B.Ed principal, I tell you, ours is a professional course. We have more practice teaching. We'll ask them to come and teach for 5 minutes micro teaching. Students will never come forward. They'll hesitate to come on the stage to teach. After that, when we motivate, we'll encourage that I cannot, I won't, will come to, I want to do it. We will never discourage them, and we will never tell them, even if they are doing anything mistake, or they are not fluent with the subject matter, or they are shivering or something. Their examples are wrong also, we will not comment on that. First, we'll make them to come on the forum to teach. So like that, everyone you have to come forward. You can do it. How do I do it? I will try. You should try to do it. You can do it. You should have the willpower. I can do it. Okay. So after that, you will finally, the last thing I have given that, yes, I did it. Okay. So first step, you should have confidence. Every time, whenever we are participating in any competition, you cannot say everyone will get that. So they'll choose who is that best. So you have to have your self motivation by observing that your creativity. Now, next time you should have that confidence. Next time I'll get prize, and then I'll win. Okay. So here you can see that benefits of self-learning. It teaches to take initiative. And creative value. We have some value in that when you are learning good habits by practice. And when you learn some good information or some course if you are joining, and it builds self-confidence, and it teaches perseverance and flexibility. What is that now? Persistent of doing something. Despite of doing delay, or sometimes we'll be doing very late, we'll not be able to complete our task on time, or we cannot able to complete our exam. Sometimes we'll find it very difficult to face the things. We'll not be able to do anything you wanted to do it in practically. So all these things you ignore, and this flexibility will take you to achieving your success. So the technique which illustrate as a single-mindedness. You should have a single-mindedness. You should not divert, or you should not be discouraged. By trying twice or thrice, you cannot say that I cannot do it. You try, definitely you can win. It kindles the intrinsic motivation, promotes self-awareness, that is belonging to naturally to high standard, other quality of life. And intrinsic motivation is you should aim for high, and you should, whatever you are learning, it will be quantitative as well as qualitative. Don't give much importance for how much you are learning, how quality it will be, like that. Helps you to find a career, you find the personality fulfilling, allows you to learn skills of more holistic. For example, the damage caused or unintentional we are doing, which will change your behavior by learning, or by uh, developing. You can change. Teaches us social skills, and let us you explore your wider range of interest on self-learning, it will give you practical experience to execute what you learned. How will be executing whatever you have learned? How you will execute it? Either you will be sharing. For example, if you are learning your computer science, somebody from neighbor or your relative, somebody is asking, I don't know how to download this app, or I'm not able to do my webinar on this. Like that, if you have any doubts, you will be execute that whatever you have learned, you'll share with others. That is the main aim of our learning skill. For your reference, some of self-learning websites I have quoted. You all know better than me already. I have told you so many times. Coursera, and then Udemy, Academic Year, and Internet Archive. From this, technology courses are more and content are more, and you can take wherever, whichever will match to your curriculum or your course study. And we even so many videos they are sharing. Through that also we are learning. For example, I can say previously when we are affected during this lockdown, pandemic has locked everyone at home. How to create a Google form, how we have to create a classroom, how we have to share the assignment. Everything, one or the other, they recorded, they used to put the message on the group. We all learned and updated our knowledge only by that. So in the global marketplace, the learning and teaching on the online, it is not a difficult target now. Blended learning has given more importance in this today's scenario. So as students, you can go to different websites and you can download different apps. Again, I'll tell you, whichever is good, that alone you go. Kindly ignore the unwanted things. Concentrate only on your learning materials. And as concluding part, I would like to say that the instructional inputs, self-contained efforts are made to make the text self-sufficient so that the learner does not start with the additional resources or even to a teacher. We need not go with hunt with some other person or with the resources or something like that. We ourselves can able to master ourselves. Previously in primary classes, what they used to do now, they used to give one dictionary. What is the aim of giving that dictionary? Our motto, we tell the students, whatever they are reading, they used to read storybooks, we circulate in the schools. You all know, you're all studied them. And without without knowing the meaning of such things, rote memory system they learn. So we used to tell them refer the dictionary. And English teachers, they used to give activities, 5 meanings or 10 words they used to give. You just find the meaning for this. After that, in the next level, when you're going after primary, they'll ask them to write your own sentence. And then they'll tell them to write an essay on some topic. So like that, you have to learn and create your own interest. To ensure optimum learning, the learner should know whether you are in the right track. As I told you, whichever is connected to your subject, which is more useful for you, you go on study. Kindly ignore the other things which is not up to your age. Self-evaluation in the form of self-check questions, exercise, activities, etc. will provide you with much feedback of the progress, reinforces the learning from this self-learning. That is, your feedback and your learning materials and whatever the resources you're using and how you are reinforcing. by through different activities, by doing some exercise or some activities, or check with self question. You yourself ask questions and you just find out whether it is correct. Like that, you can able to develop your self skill, self study, self motivation. The self learning will be in all the way to be a excellent individual person without depending or without disturbing others. So thanks a lot for giving me an opportunity. Thank you very much for your all the students and participants. If you have any questions, you can ask.
If any of the participants are having queries, you are requested to raise questions one by one.
Any questions? Or we'll close the session. No problem. You can feel free to ask any questions. Okay, ma'am, we'll close the session.
No.
Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Your presence and wise words helped magnify our cause in the best possible way. All thanks to your enlightening words that inspired so many people out there. Now, I request Mr. Karan from CSE-DS AI to relinquish the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to everyone. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are not determined to learn, no one can stop you. Thank you so much, ma'am. We have learned a lot by your word today. With this, we have came to the end to our webinar. I would like to thank management, Chairman A.C.S. Sanmugan, President Er.A.C.S.Arun Kumar, our Chief Guest Dr. K.Geetha, HOD Dr. Geetha, and other faculty members, as well as students, to be a part and making it successful webinar. Thank you.
Thank you very much, students.
Thank you,
Thank you very much. for
Thank you
your
so much,
wonderful-
ma'am. You have presented very beautifully, and with a smiling face, you have with the real-time experiences you shared it, and it's really very useful for us. We are very glad to be here, ma'am, to attend your session. Thank you so much for this session, ma'am. Thank you so much. And the
Exactly,
students,
don't leave, as I told you, learn more.
thank you.
Okay, no limit, no age limit for this.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Students, we will post the attendance link in the chat session. Please fill that, please.
I'll leave the session now. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Students, please fill the form. We have posted in the chat.